Mike. Well, I guess we'll just start. Obviously, Giannis moves from doubtful to questionable to starting. So, what did you see pregame to make that decision? And then, obviously, it looked like early he wanted to establish himself and to kind of prove he was good to go.
Yeah, I mean, he had a good workout before the game. I think you got to listen to Giannis first. He felt good. The sports performance group. He'd been checking boxes the last, couple days and making progress. And, he was cleared and he wanted to go and everybody was on the same page. So, it's just a credit to him. And, we talked just the work he puts in, the work the sports performance group puts in, for him to be back playing in game one. He's just, it's really impressive what he did.
Go to Eric. Go ahead, please.
Obviously, you guys had started the game switching and then did it again in the third quarter. It really felt like Chris kind of got into a rhythm in the third quarter against the switch. Just what did you like about that look, and then maybe what did you not like about it as much in the third?
You're talking about Paul? There's two Chris's in this series side. He's a good player. Their pick and roll game is tough to guard. So I think we just got to keep getting better. We'll look at the film, see how we can maybe take away some of the rhythm, to just take it where, or make it where he's not getting to his spots as easily. That'll be a big part of looking between game one and game two.
Next question will go to Jeff, the third row. Go ahead.
Hey, Mike, I know you said it was impressive that Giannis came back and was able to play. How would you assess his performance? What did you see from him that you liked? And, how much did you notice that, he was coming off an injury?
Yeah, I thought there were a lot of good things. I mean, I think, considering, 5 days and, what he's been through these last 5, 6, 7 days, I think, 17 rebounds, 20 points, some great playmaking, passing, defending the rim. He's just like everybody else. I'm sure we'll find some things where he could be better. And, I think, usually it takes him playing. He's a rhythm guy. I'm excited about, how he'll improve from game one to game two. We'll see how he feels. But I think play wise, he always gets better when he plays.
Go ahead, Eric.
I guess speaking of that, did he have a number that he could get to tonight? Like you could only play however many minutes or anything like that. And then also you guys used him at the 5 late. Was that something that you were a little bit worried about with his condition and him getting back for the first game?
Yeah, I mean, so we mapped him out, a plan like we really do pretty much every game, but, considering, his situation, and then there's just feedback during the game. If we can adjust and what we can do and how he's feeling. So I think, him playing 35 plus minutes, everybody was kind of communicating and getting to that point. And then, him playing at the 5, has been something that's been good for us in stretches. And, so we'll look at it. We'll look and see, hopefully how we can get our best combos out there. And each night, sometimes it changes.
Malika, go ahead, please.
But Drew Holiday had said that when Giannis doesn't play, he feels the need to step up and be aggressive specifically to make up for that. How did you see him sort of kind of trying to find his way a little bit tonight? Where do you think he can find it a little bit better moving forward?
Yeah, it's always a balance for Drew, not just, Giannis. He likes to set his teammates up. He likes to get everybody involved. And, so I think, it's partly on me. I got to, make sure he's getting in situations and spots where he can be aggressive. And, I think he'll be better going into the second game.
Mark, go ahead, please.
Coach, what advice do you have for Giannis when you got to not only try to make free throws, but you got the whole crowd on you while you're trying to do it?
My advice to him is always just get there. Keep getting to the free throw line. Keep attacking. The more he does something, the better he gets at it. I thought he shot the free throw, as far as just the eye and the way it came off his hand and the way it looked. I think he's in a good place at the free throw line.
You guys do any simulation practices with it?
No.
Go to David in the back. Go ahead.
Hey, Mike, with Giannis, I noticed on the first offensive play, you guys kind of, I don't know if it was on purpose, but ran that lob play to him and everything. Were you wanting to see how he felt right away, or did it just kind of work out that way that that's what you ran?
Yeah, I mean, it was one of the options. There's kind of multiple options lots of times when we do things, and I definitely would not say we knew that he was going to have to go and jump and do that, but he was cleared. He's done some things, and he felt really confident. We felt really confident. I don't think you want to put him out there if you don't trust him to just go play and trust his instincts. And but it wasn't a conscientious to see what he could do on that first play.
Let's go to Eric. Go ahead, please.
You guys have dropped a couple game ones now in a row, and we've talked to Drew about getting better as the series goes on. What do you kind of feel like you take from this game to move forward with?
I mean, I think that's a big message. We can get better. It's something we live by. It's one of our mantras. Just keep getting better. I'm sure both teams are going to look at the film and be talking about that. And so, but I think this group's embraced that, on a day-to-day basis. So, when you lose a game one or you lose a game, I think it's a good place to go mentally. Is just look at just evaluate and see where we can get better.
We'll take 2 questions on Zoom. Go ahead, Peter.
Okay, the next question will be from Davide.
Hey, Coach. What do you think went wrong? Meaning, what do you think is the biggest mistake you guys made?
I think they executed well offensively. Can we be better defensively? Make things a little more difficult. I think that's the thing. And I think the transition, maybe more so in the first half, the transition felt like it hurt us. They got some clean, good looks at threes. So it's like most games. You got to be good in transition. You got to be able to guard in the half court and then rebound. So we got to do a little bit all that better.
And the next question will be from Stephen Watson.
Hey, Coach, just knowing that you guys only had a couple of days, you had a long travel schedule, do you feel like that factored in to the slow start from your team tonight?
Not really. I think, we played on Saturday. Now it's Tuesday. We've had a couple days. But, there's, everything adds up. But I don't think the travel or the timing or anything, if we'd played well in one, we would have talked about that we're in a good rhythm and things like that. So I don't think you can flip it and use that as, and really the first quarter I thought we were good at halftime. There was just a stretch of the third quarter, where we just got to be better.